What's going on, y'all? Welcome back again. We're back again. It's the next day. I had a really interesting day today. It was really good. I got a chance to help some people. I got a chance to like kind of direct some folks a little bit more in the direction of their path and their purpose. I got a buddy of mine that is super passionate, ultra mega passionate about cooking, and I was able to procure a stipend for him to be able to cook for pretty much a whole team of mine and everything like that. And so I was super happy for him and everything like that, because I was initially looking forward to just funding it myself, you know what I mean? But the some of the funders, they were excited about the deal and everything like that, so much so that they just put their own money up for it. So I'm super excited for him. He's going to be able to do some of what he loves to do, one of the things that he loves the most. So that's kind of how my day went. If you don't mind, drop a little quick sentence in about just something awesome that was a part of your day. Would love to read that, would love to see about it and everything like that, because I actually care how you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't just come here and just listen to music. I know it's YouTube, but I think my channel kind of feels more like WeTube. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got this tuba here right now, the Sousaphone, my Con 20K, and I'm getting ready to put down a nice little bass line and everything like that, which I'm really excited about. It's really driven and directed and really pushing the tempo and everything like that, and it's something that I don't think you really hear unless it's like in a football stadium, like the style, the aesthetic of, this particular rhythm and pattern, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it. Let's just get down to business and we'll play this bad boy. All right, let's go do it. Bassline was really fun. I enjoyed it a bit, like we said, it was very, very driven. I enjoyed that aesthetic of the bassline. I feel like it's like really pushing the tempo and everything, and I think a lot of times, that's what we do as bass players, is we push the tempo, and some would even argue that sometimes we even pull the tempo, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we sit back and play on the back of the tempo, more so than anything. I think my boy Mouse that played on the ATLians Make a Beat video on this channel, he was talking to me, off camera about how that's kind of a thing that you do, or that he does all the time on saxophone, which is really, really cool. I kind of got a little glimpse of that because, like saxophones always do that real kind of groovy thing where they're kind of like bouncing off the beat. It's a very jazzy thing, bebop, they're bopping and bobbing up off the tempo, you know what I'm saying, which is really cool and really beautiful. But I'm gonna get ready and go into this next section right now, which be honest with you, like I initially recorded the introduction and this bass part like without the microphone, so I had like really bad like camera quality audio being recorded, and I wasn't a fan of it. So this is me actually re-recording these portions. The first time I recorded it, technically incorrectly, I didn't know what I was going to record next. And I told y'all, I said, well, stay tuned, we're going to see what I'm about to record. But, the truth is now I know what I already recorded, and I'm redoing this part of the section of the video. But essentially what I ended up doing was I played my Rhodes piano chords. And so it's already recorded. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that portion right now. And now that we properly have the microphone connected, so you're not getting the crummy camera audio inside of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and drop in the electric piano chords, which I think are really beautiful. I definitely modulated those chords as well. And the chords are following the bass line, the root notes of the bass line, the chords are following. So it really fits together. It's not really providing any like anti or directional type of mood. Like, it's not creating any additional tension. It's kind of going right with it and everything like that. So check this out, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and go into, at this point I can honestly say, like, I don't know what's next. So let's build after the Fender Rhodes part. Yo. Y'all, so what's going on, man? I'm back. I like that flute part like a lot. What you're hearing actually is the flute after I put like this crazy delay on it, but really it's just like, dee da da dee da da dee da 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 dee da da da, and then it just continues to kind of like modulate downward or whatever. But like, I actually didn't really embrace the part until I had the delay on the flute. Then it started feeling a little bit more atmospheric and less like choppy and everything. And yeah, it's a choppy part and everything like that, and it's not necessarily saying a whole lot, but I feel more comfortable when I'm recording in a place of embracing, what thought process is coming through. I don't want to like re-record because I don't like that. Because the thing is like, there's, like I said before in the previous video, it's like you can't judge something that's halfway done. It's not even done yet, you can't judge it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if it were done, I remember Marlo Diggs on his YouTube channel, I think it was Marlo that was saying like, you don't know your music. Maybe it wasn't Marlo. I can't remember if it was Marlo or not, but somebody said that like, you don't know your music well enough to say whether it's good or not. And the fact that like you're creating it means that, like, first of all, like, obviously you got to start and make it for yourself for like first, like you got to like it, right? And that goes back to my point again. Also, it's like, yo, like, if you made something and it's coming out of you, like, there's got to be some serious work that we need to do. If something coming out of us, we have a sense of dislike for it. That should we got to work on some things, embracing ourselves and embracing what comes out of us, because if it comes out of us, then it's probably us. We processed it and everything. I'm not saying that you can't get inspired and articulate something else, but I mean, if it's coming out of you, it's got to be some kind of part of you. But anyway, no, love the flute. I think it's really cool. I think the tune, I feel like I want to kind of like lock it in a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and play some drums on this, just to kind of provide me with some peace of mind. I feel like it's just kind of like, the track is like, it's a beautiful track, but I feel like it's vacillating all around like a cloud or something like that. And I wanted to kind of solidify it with some structure. finished up doing the trumpet, which was really fun. You know, I'm starting to kind of develop a rhythm, a melody, excuse me, and it seems really cool finally because you know one of the things about climbing is you always look forward to getting to the top, but you have to remind yourself to like look left and right, you know, at the trees and just observe the things that you're passing by on the way to where you're going. You know what I mean? Um, I think I'm so results oriented and results driven that you know I'm trying to make sure I'm having some fun or check to make sure I'm enjoying myself, and you know like I really am. You know when you're playing these horns, I feel like you're definitely like playing your voice, you know, and it's really fun, you know, to just kind of come up with melodies that can work in between these different bass line and chordal harmonic parts and everything like that. It's really fun, you know, from that trumpet part, you know, and that flute part, you know, we're starting to build the track up a bit. We got the flute sitting behind there, kind of in the background with a delay on it, and that's pretty cool, kind of sitting on top of the drums. And I was just thinking to myself that like with the drums the way they are, it started to give me a structure to kind of start to build on and everything like that. What do you think? What do you think about the track so far? You know what I mean? Like, what's the last thought that kind of came into your brain, into your mind about the track? You know, I'd love to see that. Drop that in the comment section and just kind of, if you don't mind, just like you know, if you're okay with sharing, you know, your personal thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It'd be really cool to kind of just see that and just, you know, I'm opening up my mindset and my perspective, you know, in terms of connecting. It'd be really cool to see, you know, what you guys are thinking and what's passing through and everything. I think I'm gonna build another horn part on top, possibly, yeah, to kind of add some things, some texture, some kind of call and response and dialogue. I think is what the melody might need right now. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Just laid down the recording of the Mellophone. It was really fun. It was a little challenging to kind of like align, you know, my body, my physiology with, you know, the notes that I could hear, you know what I mean, in my head. Like I was just, you know, took a little time, a little patience to kind of connect to. And, you know, I just knew the whole time, well, maybe not the whole time, but like after kind of finally getting into it, and I'll say probably that's maybe like 2 minutes into it or a minute into it, I kind of really started to feel like, man, you know, like this is really saying something, you know, like the emotion behind that part, it felt really good. And it felt so good that like while I was playing it, even though I was kind of taking a moment to really get into it, like I knew it was gonna be worth it. I knew that I couldn't wait to hear how it would sound once it was finally like recorded, you know? And I think, you know, the more I record, the more it's starting to make me feel like wanting to perform live, because, you know, when you're recording like a loop or something like that, you don't really get an opportunity to really like rehearse it, you know, like go over it, like get it tight the way you would have to get it tight. And it's not even about getting it tight. It's more like in my mind, what I'm thinking about is just like having that time period to continually play something over and over and over again. So like utterly you can learn it. Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like, yeah, we want to learn this, but like beyond learning it, it's like you get those reps of like having fun in the repetition. It's kind of like, you know, like it's cool if you win a game of basketball, but it's like really, really fun to just play basketball too. You know, like the byproducts and the positive and or negative consequences of playing basketball or any sport is that, you know, you can lose or you can win. But the fact of the matter is that you still win fun the whole time, you know? So I'm starting to kind of, you know, grapple with that live thing looking forward to some certain other things. You know what I mean? I've had 2 people this week say that they could see me doing NPR, Tiny Desk. So, there's some ideas I've been thinking about in terms of that. I'm terrible for like spoiling stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like I'm really hoping Marlo Diggs at his YouTube channel sent over some stems for drums, and I think we're definitely collaborating on something, and I'm hoping that like that turns into like a joint YouTube video, like a collaborative YouTube video. But an idea that crossed past my mind was I play drums, Marlo programs drums and stuff like that. They sound amazing. Everything he makes sounds doggone amazing. But what I thought would be really dope, since I play a drum set and he's got dope drums and I trust his drums, and he's a great person. He not only makes like great beats and does great work, but he's actually a very, very cool person. Easy to talk to, will respond to you. Is very humble, very cool, very relaxed, and very respectable. Is that what if we go on Tiny Desk? Like, what if Marlo was doing the drums and I'm doing the instruments? And I imagine that over time, like maybe like certain other people that like you all know, like, and trust and everything end up playing these other different roles. But anyway, I don't want to go too far deep into that. I did want to share that really cool idea that I'm hoping works out really well and everything like that. But we've got that mellophone part on there. I'm gonna put another horn on there. I think I'm feeling like baritone, but I'm just gonna grab what feels right. And unfortunately, I can't plan my feelings. So I'm gonna go do it, and you all can get ready to hear So I really enjoyed the baritone part. Before that, I think was a mellophone part, but the baritone part was really, really fun. Something really funny happened while I was recording it, which y'all would have seen that if I was doing it live. But man, I was playing the part, and right in the middle of playing the part, like I started playing the track and I was about to record to it, bruh, I like straight up forgot the part and had to write a whole new part. And what's funny is like, in the moment I wasn't sure if it was like gonna come back to me or something like that. But I just kind of like just relaxed and accepted what was going on in the moment. And I ended up hearing another part, and that inevitably is like the part that's I forget what other instrument it's stacking on top of. I think it's stacking on top of I don't know, slips my mind. But anyway, like the baritone part, it sounds really good to me. It's singing. It sounds very vocal. You know what I mean? Like you don't get a sense of like baritone instrument playing. You get like a sense of like person talking, person singing, person elaborating with sound on a particular emotion, is the way I feel about it. A very masculine voice. Doesn't mean it has to be a male, you know what I mean? But like the sense of like strong power, authoritative type of sound. And because there was already like these other sounds in there, it's almost like the baritone is just kind of like supporting and backing up, what those other voices were already communicating about. So I like that part. The mellophone part, I like it a lot. It's very rich, but I actually think I want to stack that part. So let's check this out real quick. I was digging the Flugelhorn. That's the last horn I played. Mostly because like there was a mellophone part and like it sounded good or whatever, but like even with me playing it stacked with like 2 tracks, I was kind of feeling like, filling it out a little bit, put a little, you know what I'm saying, add a little body to it and everything like that. And I feel like I was able to successfully do that with the usage of the flugelhorn, just layering a little layer of support behind it, playing that ba ba dee da 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 da. Like I think it feels more filled out for me, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like it's got some company now, and I like that. I like the way that feels. I like the way that sounds more now. Not sure what I'm about to play next on it, but let's see. So on the last one, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, but I had to kind of jump in and make an executive decision. I was listening to the flute part and I was like, this sounds really, really good, but I think I want the flute part to sound like just a little bit more filled out. It was playing a very like background supportive kind of role. And so because of that, I decided to kind of like top that flute part off with trombone syncopation also, which is really interesting because that flute part actually has like a really tremendous delay on it. On one of the tracks, there's 2 tracks of flute. I played them twice, and one of them has a hard delay on it. So, it's just something I look forward to, like when I write a song to it and everything like that. I'm looking forward to, when you chop those different nuances out of those tracks, meaning just kind of like unrevealing certain things behind the track by, muting out other things and letting other things show, because in the video, in this film, I'm constructing the track and everything like that, but I'm not structuring a song in these films. So, there's so much more creativity and so much deeper, that we can go with these songs, with these tracks, with these arrangements, with the instrumentation. We can strip these tracks apart and like literally use like one whole track as another solo part and build a whole another song around like one part. But I'm still thinking right now, like, am I gonna play something else on top of this? And I'm still kind of thinking about it. I'm at a loss. I don't know yet. I'm gonna go back and listen to the track, and whatever I come up with is what will be next. How about that, yo? So that was really fun. We got the end part there with some Moog, some sub 25, excuse me. Super excited about the way that's blending. It's blending really nicely on the top. It kind of feels like my track just met Mario Brothers and Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And I like that vibe. You know what I mean? It's like the soulful old school meets the video game world, if you will. And I like that sound. I talk a lot about staying kind of grounded in the past, having your feet in the present, but still stepping into your future, you know what I mean, in terms of your imagination and your creation. And this was really fun. I enjoyed like all of that. There were some times where I don't want to say I wasn't sure, but like it wasn't a predestined destination, for me. God definitely knew where we were going. Maybe the improv jazz giants knew. No, I'm just joking. I wasn't sure about a lot of it, and it just felt so good. It's fun to improv. It's fun to create these things as you go and then be able to listen to it later. It's just so amazing. I mean, y'all, like, I'm imagining like a vinyl record pressing of like all of these tracks that we've done, you know, and it's like I say, it's very interesting also to look up and see your what is it, your life, you know, turn up in the music, you know what I'm saying? Like to listen to different things and then all of a sudden like your experience that you had at work or just reflections and emotions and different types of feelings that you have, you know, whether it be melancholy or whether it been like you felt like you were like actually trying not to be depressed or upset about something. And when you push through and create and make something anyway during that day, you start to get better at not having to push, you know. Next thing you know, you're just kind of documenting about what's going on in the day. But anyways, y'all, like I just want to say first of all, and lastly, you know, uh, love you guys. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. Thanks for checking out the film and everything like that. And just thank you for those that have been holding me down and always holding me down. You know, shout outs to my crew out there, man. Mike and Jay and Noble and Travell and my wife Shanoa and Muscular Clouds out there been supporting me, and David been on here just commenting and showing love and supporting the channel and everything like that. I really appreciate y'all, you know, because there's a foundation that has to be built, and when that foundation is built, then we get the opportunity, you know, where everybody can climb on the rooftops and sit back and lay back and look at the sunshine, you know, and it's this nice big huge community of people that are you know, and I'm not speaking just to like quantities, you know what I'm saying, but like just like this large quality of person, you know what I mean? Like I look up and I read this stuff and I'm just like, man, y'all are so amazing. The thoughts, the thought-provoking ideas and the psychology behind different things that you all are talking about, you know. Yeah, I won't go deep into it, but let's just say, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great one. You're watching this now, but I'm getting ready to go edit it right now. So I'm gonna get ready to do some work, and you know, it's like the multiverse. It's like I'm in the past because y'all can see this, but I can't see the whole thing done yet. Like it's it's so interesting. But look, y'all take care and peace.